are in Vienna and are going to be showing you everything the city has to offer, from delicious food to public transportation and ways to get around this beautiful city, the food markets, as well as the free attractions in this city. Starting off with the public transportation, it is probably one of the best ways to get around the city. We definitely recommend it. Trams were always on time, trains were always on time. It's probably one of the best we have seen in Europe. There are so many different types of food markets. Nash Market is one of the main one. They've got clothes, they've got food items, they've got household items, and also fresh bakery items as well for you to eat. So we definitely recommend Nash Market. Now, one of the free things to do is see the art museum. So to go in you need a ticket, but you can definitely check out the art museum from outside. Great spot just to sit down and read, or just to take in the beauty. They've got lovely gardens outside. Next up is the famous Hofburg Palace. Now, we definitely recommend seeing this. Is one of the 10 things to do in Vienna. There are lots of horse carriages outside, but you do have to pay to use them. But that doesn't stop you from seeing the palace in person for free, and we definitely recommend it. Next to the palace, there's lots of restaurants, lots of cafes. So if you're feeling hungry or thirsty, you can go there. And right next to that is the St. Stephen's famous cathedral. You do have to pay to go inside, but that does not stop you from seeing the cathedral in person outside for free. Next up is the famous Cafe Central. Now, we know that this is not a free activity to do, but we just could not miss out Cafe Central, as it was such a great place to visit, and we definitely recommend it, although you do have to pay to sit inside, have a coffee or a drink. Now, it was once a popular gathering place for intellectual writers and artists, including Sigmund Freud, including Peter Altenberg, and so many more. So if you want to really embrace the history, we recommend going to Cafe Central, but as we said, it's not a free activity. Next up is a free activity though, and it is a Palace of Justice. Now, this time you can actually go inside and see this place for free. It was absolutely stunning. We got so many amazing pictures in this place. The architecture is just so great. Yes, it is absolutely free to go and visit this place, and we definitely recommend it. Vienna is often referred to as the city of palaces. So next up is Belvedere Palace. Now, we are going to be seeing this palace for free, and you can too. You do have to pay a ticket to go inside, but that does not stop you from having a look at it from the outside and walk around its beautiful gardens. So another free activity to put on your list in Vienna is Belvedere Palace. Next is one of the most visited tourist destinations in the whole of Austria, UNESCO World Heritage Site, Shubun Palace. Forgive me for my pronunciation, but you can spend an entire day in this place for free. You don't have to pay anything to get lost in one of the mazes, to have a look at the statues, the fountains from outside, or even the palace gardens where there's beautiful flowers. You can have a stroll around this place, like we said, for an entire day. You can pay to go inside the palace, but we just wanted to spend it outside, and when it's free, there's absolutely no need for us to go inside. But if that's something that interests you, definitely have a look at doing that. We walked up right on the top of the hill because you can actually get a 360 view of the entire Vienna city and also the beautiful palace. You get some great shots. Now, the palace for centuries was actually served as the summer home of the Habsburgs, and to this day actually reflects the interest and the taste of the Habsburgs monarchs. Great history. Like we said, if you want to, you can go inside and learn more about the history, but we spent the day looking at the palace from outside and having a stroll, walking up the hill to get this amazing view of the entire Vienna city. As mentioned before, one of the best ways to get around Vienna is using public transportation, and that's how we've been getting all around from Shubun Palace all the way to Belvedere Palace. We have been using the trams. We have found them to be very efficient, very quick, on time, and also cost effective. So definitely recommend using public transportation. Up next is the Prater. Now it is free to go to the Prater, also known as the fun fair place, but you do have to pay to go on rides or eat the food. But yes, we are going to be spending our evening in the Prater, and this is also one of the things you can do. So after walking around looking at the different types of attractions, if you want a bit of a relaxing evening, just want to relax or have fun with your friends or family, definitely check out the Prater. They have so many different types of rides, from children to adults, different types of activities you can do, even horse riding for kids. So absolutely everything you can imagine a fun fair place to have, they've got it. So if you're looking for a bit of thrill, a bit of adventure and fun, then do check out the Prater in Vienna. Up next is the famous Hundertwasser Street. Again, forgive me for my pronunciation, but it's a street full of colourful painted houses, buildings. So if you're a fan of art, definitely check this out. Again, it's one of the free attractions to do in Vienna, so we definitely recommend it. Now, if walking and seeing buildings isn't your thing and you want a bit of a cool down time, then you can go to one of the many open air sort of swimming pools they have in Vienna. We visited one of them. There's so many though, so you do have to pay. We had to pay around €5 to use a swimming pool, which isn't bad because that includes the locker, so you're pretty much paying to keep your belongings safe. And if again swimming is not what you like to do, then they normally come with lots of different types of bars, so you can just sit down and have a nice drink and watch the sunset, or have a stroll around Vienna at night time. This is one of the things we love to do. Just have a stroll, have a look at the different types of buildings, eat some nice food and get a cool drink. So overall, there are clearly so many things to do in Vienna. Going back to the question at the beginning, is Vienna worth visiting? We would say 100% yes. You have to visit the city in person. There's so much to do here and so many things to do for free, which is always a bonus. If you liked watching this video, do remember to like and subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram.